I can't breathe. These 3 words have gone worldwide in a matter of days. And they haven't gone through this world for a good reason. A man is dead because of the actions of 4 of the United States police force. This man, George Floyd, was peacefully going under arrest, showing little to no signs of resisting. He repeatedly said that he could not breathe as one of the officers was pressing his knee into George Floyd's neck. This caused the man to have a heart attack and pass away. Very sad. This caused what can only be described as chaos in the surrounding areas and throughout the whole world. Though the presence has been seen mainly in the United States, this has gone worldwide, and so many people have spoke up on it. I myself, I wanted to stay quiet on this matter. I didn't think that it was going to be my place to say something like this, but we can't just sit idle anymore. It's not the time for that. What we can do is we can protest peacefully, not taking the opportunity to loot and destroy, but to peacefully protest and let people know that there is a problem, a stigmatization in our society, that the lives of white people are not as, or should I say, are more important than black lives. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we all need to be treated equally. We were all made to be treated equally, yet we have chosen to be white supremacists and neo-Nazis and all of these insane, horrible groups. You definitely have the right to be one of these people. But just because you have the rights does not mean that it is good and that is politically correct. Just because it is just because it is allowed by the law to be one of these members does not mean that it is morally correct. I've seen the news, and I'm sure many of you guys have too. I've seen horrible, unspeakable actions from people. And not just the policemen, but the protesters. A lot of these protesters have taken it completely to the police, endangering lives and just causing so much collateral damage. Now, not all cops are bad. I'm not saying that. Earlier on the news, I saw a sheriff take off his riot gear, take off his helmet, take off his armor, and start speaking to the people. And in the end, he started walking with them in a peaceful protest, as did quite a few of the other members of the force that was with him. Not all cops are bad. Not all cops are good. It's the same thing as saying not every person in this world is good, but not all of them are bad. Yes, there are horrible people, such as, say, Hitler. But there are also good people in this world, such as Martin Luther King. We often look to Martin Luther King's speech, "I Have a Dream." We look for the end of the speech. We don't look at the beginning, where he was talking about police brutality. This has been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. We cannot just sit idly anymore. We have to speak up. We have to take action. Not necessarily taking Molotov cocktails and throwing them at cop cars that have people in them, but by standing up for those who have been oppressed. Standing up to help others. Now, I understand that this is a sensitive topic. I really do. But what our president is starting to do, and I may not be a fan of the United States president, but I'm not one to openly say stuff like this on my social media accounts. Whatever I think about my president, about the United States president, is irrelevant right now. I'm going to lay down the bare facts. Due to all of these extremists and opportunists that have been joining in on the rioting and the protesting, our president has said, quote, "Dominate the protesters." He's also said that if our state governments cannot control these riots, our president is sending in armed forces whether or not the governors and the state governments allow. From my point of view, what I see him doing is trying to hinder our First Amendment right to protest. That can't stand. No matter who the president is, whether it be Lincoln or Washington or Trump or Obama or Nixon or Reagan or any of them, they cannot take away our basic rights that have been stated in the Constitution. They can't. And I remember seeing a story where people were peacefully protesting and the police started shooting, not actual bullets, rubber and stun bullets, but one of these bullets hit a peaceful protester in the eye. And this man no longer has sight out of this eye. That eye is gone forever. I don't know what else to say. I would like to show my deepest condolences and support for the family of George Floyd. I can't imagine what you are going through right now, but I would like you to know that I stand with you. I stand for you. Please, please, everybody watching this, take a chance to just show your support for George Floyd and his family. It's really all we can do is to support his family and help end the suffering of the Black population of Earth. I honestly don't fully know what to say in this kind of situation, because whenever you say something, there's going to be a group that supports your decision and a group that completely hates your decision. But we can't just stand and let the group that hates us drag us down and keep us silent. We've got to speak. Black lives do matter just as much as any other life. We all deserve to be treated equally. It is a right. The actions of that cop who put his knee on George Floyd's neck resulted in the death of a man. No matter which way you put it, a man is dead. It's sickening to see that this is what our world has become of. That all of this hate, all of this suffering, all of it still exists. It really is. I really do hope you guys can show your support for George Floyd and the Floyd family, and that we can all stand up for the rights and the safety of all Black men, women, and children. I really do. That's all I have to say. I really have nothing else. I do hope this issue gets resolved fairly quickly, and I do hope that it can be resolved as peacefully as possible. Thank you.